Most SOLIDWORKS users are familiar with creating exploded views to help document and visualize their assemblies. Showing components in an exploded state is a great way to see how parts fit together and to communicate assembly order and instructions, among other things. Creating exploded views for assemblies is functionality that's been around in SOLIDWORKS for a very long time, at least when working with assembly files. However, maybe instead of an assembly, you have a multi-body part file, such as a welded frame like you see here. You might find yourself in a situation where you'd like to show a model like this in an exploded view as well. In the past, this could have taken you quite a bit of time. You'd have to open each body and save them out as their own individual part files. Then you'd have to create a new assembly, insert all of the individual bodies, add the appropriate mates, and then you would finally be able to create the exploded view. If you've ever had to use this workaround or been frustrated by the fact that you couldn't simply create an exploded view for a multi-body part the same way you could with an assembly, you'll appreciate that in SOLIDWORKS 2012, you can create an exploded view for any multi-body part file, just as you can for an assembly. Here I have a simple multi-body welded frame that I'd like to show in an exploded state. To create the exploded view, I'll go to Insert, Exploded View. Or I can switch to the Configurations tab, right-click on the default configuration, and click New Exploded View. The process should hopefully look familiar to you if you've used exploded views with assemblies in the past. I'll click on the first body and a triad appears. Now I can simply drag the component wherever I want using the triad. Or for a more precise distance, you can type it into the Property Manager. There are a couple other options you have that can help you better control where your components are located in the exploded state. One option you have is to align components to specific parts of the model. To do this, I'll right-click on the origin of the triad, select Align To, and align it to this face, and the triad will change to that alignment. You can also control the spacing between the components to automatically have them evenly spaced out. I'll then select the next bodies and under Options check the Auto Space Solid Bodies After Drag checkbox. Notice when I drag the bodies out, a space is automatically added so that they are evenly spaced. Once everything looks the way you like, just click the green check, and the exploded view configuration is created. And you can see it here in the configuration tree. I can switch back and forth between the collapsed and exploded states by double-clicking the exploded view in the configuration tree. To make any changes, I can just right-click the exploded view and select Edit Feature. I can add steps like before, or I can right-click a step and either delete it or edit it. If I click Edit Feature, I can use this arrow to adjust its position in the direction I chose earlier. I'll click the green check again, and notice that if I expand the view, I can also right-click any of the explode steps, or again delete and edit it. Just about all of the options you have with assembly exploded views are available to you in a multi-body part now. But there is still one limitation. You can't animate the exploded view in a multi-body part like you can for assemblies. One other thing to be aware of is that when your part is in an exploded state, you cannot add any additional sketches or features. All of your toolbars will be grayed out until you return the multi-body part to its collapsed state. However, you can add an exploded line sketch to annotate your exploded view. To do this, I'll go to the Insert drop-down menu and select Exploded Line Sketch. All I have to do is select the components I want to connect with the line sketch, and SOLIDWORKS automatically connects them with the 3D sketch line. I have three options at the bottom. I can select a part in the Items to Connect selection box and click the reverse checkbox to switch the side that the line passes through. I can also click the arrows in the Graphics area. I can also alternate the path and choose if I want the line to always follow the X, Y, or Z axis. Once the line looks the way you want, click the green check and it's added. Notice the Property Manager stays open so you can create additional lines without having to restart the tool.